So, behind every successful man is a woman, and behind every successful woman is a protective man who basically gave her the space to grow, to innovate, take independent decision, and venture into the outside world, irrespective of what the family said, irrespective of what the society said. So, this Women's Week, we are also celebrating these women who have built empires for themselves and also ventured into a capital where they wanted to take independent decisions and make something of their own. So today we have Sharmila Sundaram, the founder of Corefactors, with us, and we'll be talking about how you built your startup, how things were, at home, how the society reacted, how you built up an empire, how were your first hires, and all that stuff. But before that, let's start with a rapid fire round.
Rapid fire.
Yes, rapid fire. There are some very interesting questions. You'll have to pick up the chit, give it to me, and I'll ask you the question. And try giving very humorous and 1 minute answers because we are again short of time.
Okay, sure, Mahima. I'll do that. Thanks for having me here, Mahima, before that.
My pleasure, my pleasure. So I think we can start with the rapid fire round.
Okay. I'll go with yellow first.
Okay. Yellow, yellow, dirty fellow. What is the dirtiest question? Okay. This question says a lot of people work from the cafe. Which one do you think in Bangalore is the best cafe to work from? And do you think you can go find customers there for yourself?
I don't think so. You can find your customers there. Okay. So I strongly believe, yeah, people, startup founders, they start working from cafe. But customers, if you ask me, no. You can't find your customers in a very generic cafe. I would rather suggest, please be more specific about your target segment before you are starting something, and make yourself available there.
Right, right.
Okay.
Let's go to the next one.
Blue.
Blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
My favorite color.
Blue is your favorite color?
Yes.
Okay. Wow, this one is the question I was looking forward for. So, did your parents ever ask, startup is fine, but what are you actually earning? Did they have that question when they asked you? Like, after all, what are you doing? That is what.
See, parents are always like they wanted to settle with a proper job, and they wanted to. Initially, my parents wanted me to work in Wipro or Infosys or something like that. Like every parent's dream, it's their dream. But I can say like yeah, they were having no clue what I'm doing for first few years. But later they were asking me, what are you doing? Then I said like I explained the complete process, and now after explaining the complete thing, they said, it's a software company, IT company. Okay, that's the after the entire explanation. Now also, if they say to any relatives or friends or neighbors, they say, she's running an IT company. That's the general. Yeah, that is. They don't get into nitty gritties of those things. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
The next.
Okay. Lavender.
Lavender. Okay. Wow. So the question is, does Bangalore traffic has anything to do with the productivity as an excuse? No, she's already laughing.
I think I recently written a post in LinkedIn that if we are including cycling and slow riding in Olympics, it will be a Bangalore citizens who will be winning gold medal, silver and bronze. Okay. Yeah, see, sometimes I feel it might decrease your productivity. You're spending almost 3 hours up and down minimum in traffic. Yeah, it's better. Hybrid work culture is better because when you have something important, you have to come to office. There is no other escapism from that. Right. But yes, at least you can avoid 2 days in a week working from home.
So your team members make that excuse that Sharmila came late because of.
It's a regular excuse na. So I mean, even I don't prefer them coming to office daily. Like it's really hampering our productivity for sure.
Okay, the next one. Okay, the next question is, if your company had a Bumble bio or a Tinder bio, what would that say? One line. How would you sell yourself?
Okay. So
It has to be a naughty and quirky bio, just as a warning.
okay, we are making someone's life simple.
Someone's life simple.
Yes.
Let's see how many right swipes you get for this bio. Okay, next one. Okay. Okay. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you believe in fake it till you make it philosophy? I think this is a question that goes back to when you started off with core factors. Like, were you faking it till you were making a particular revenue figure, or like you were just going with the flow and being transparent that
I think we were transparent.
you were
We were
transparent?
transparent because
But were
yeah.
you getting the clients and were you getting positive feedback even if you were transparent?
Yeah, see, initially first two, three clients were little difficult, but thankfully that time when we started, Just Dial was there, and though we had a vision of building a product company, but we have to start small with doing some SMS email marketing. So Just Dial helped us, and I think yes, we were very transparent that we have started and this is how it is, and I think without transparency you can't scale like the way you are expecting.
Sustainable growth doesn't happen
Doesn't
if you're
happen,
not, yeah.
yes.
Right. Okay, let's go with the next one.
This one.
This one, okay. Okay, what's that one thing that your team members hate about you, but you know it's the best for them?
See, always I wanted my team members to acknowledge. Let's say,
The mistakes or
acknowledge. See, for example, if I'm asking something to them, at least they should acknowledge within an hour. I expect this. If it is not within minutes, because we are working remotely, like certain team members are coming to office, certain team members are out of office. So the one thing that I expect from them is the acknowledgement. And so sometimes, like I just put a reminder message with the question marks. I think they hate the most, but I think it's very good as a culture. I mean, since some of them are working remotely, it's very, very important. You should learn to acknowledge first. Whether it can be an yes or no, that depends. That doesn't matter.
so that you know that they're working and they have read the email, because otherwise
It's not about, I mean, that is one part, but other part I see is that they might miss something important, right? If they are not acknowledging on time. If you take a development team, they usually not very, very, very active on chat. They are people behind the screen, right? So, I mean that's the excuse they have. Like they don't see the chart regularly, but I say like at least once in 2 hours just check. It can be something important, something for customers. So at least check 2 hours once. That's something I ask.
let's go forward with the next one. Okay, what is that funniest or weirdest customer feedback you have ever got till date? You can tell me a funniest one or a weirdest one, whatever.
Okay, see, for example, I will say weirdest one. Okay, I know. We are into, we are providing an RevOps enabled product. But the feedback we got, some of the feedback we got in Google recently is that Corefactors is taking money. So they are not at all a customer. They have said like we have paid them upfront. They have not delivered the solution. We are not running any HR agency, right? It is so weird. Like I think these are fake reviews. Right, this is fake reviews because we are not taking any money from people and not something. We are completely into different segment. The comments we got in reviews is something which is weird. I mean, funny part. I mean, I don't think I'm not remembering anything at this moment, but this is very weird because there were a lot of. I don't know whether it's a generated reviews or what. There are a lot of reviews. For at least like 5-6 reviews, like they have taken money, they have not delivered the solutions. So we don't take upfront money. Like once we deliver the account, clients pay. So that is something different. I don't think so. That is so weird to hear. And that too, like HR, like we are not into HR consultancy. Like we are a product based company. So that's so weird. I'll go with pink. You have one more. Oh my God. Yeah.
Okay, the question says one negotiation tactic that you have mastered with clients and that they love about you. They probably, told you that Sharmila, you are very good at this. We should learn it from you. Your clients must have said something.
See, basically my domain is sales. Founder, yes, obviously founder, but I basically come from background of sales. All the founders must have a sales skill, right? So important, I can say like you have to be a consultant. I would say it's not a negotiation tactic. See, you are having a problem, Mahima. So you come to us. we provide you a solution for that problem. So like when you're providing that, I ask them like, okay, so when we are planning to start, so they might sound, it might sound like something aggressive for them, because I'm asking about a start date immediately, because I strongly believe if your solution is really solving their problem, then you have to do the sales when it is hot, right? You can't like wait for that to so I usually be little aggressive. So a lot of clients have mentioned like, yes, you have to be, I mean, I can say like my sales to me has to be very aggressive like you. Sometimes it's very important to be aggressive, and sometimes it's not good to be aggressive. According to the client, it differs. I can say one of my strong skill set is that acting as a consultant, at the same time you show little aggression also.
That is important. Otherwise, people will start taking you for granted also. Yes. Okay, the last one.
Last one, yes, please finish it up.
Let's see what you have in the last one. Okay, again the Bangalore thing. What is the most Bangalore thing about running and choosing a Bangalore as a startup for the, like as a city you chose Bangalore for starting up your own?
It's a coincidence. Okay.
It's a coincidence.
It's a coincidence. So,
but you are originally not from Bangalore.
I'm not from Bangalore. I'm from.
And how many years have you?
It's been 13 years now, almost 13 years. Yes. So I have to come to Bangalore after I got married, and so obviously I mean it's decided that I am going to be in Bangalore only. So then I thought like, yeah, why not? Obviously, I mean all the major tech giants are in Bangalore.
So marriage made you shift to Bangalore?
Yes, marriage made me shift here, and even I just wanted to add one more thing. It's my husband, so he is the inspiration for starting.
Which is a very important part, yes, because yes. This
actually he had 2 startups before we got married actually, and he said like it's better if you are doing something on your own, so that like you can able to manage both family and if you're going for work again, it's going to be very difficult for us. Right. And that's how I got, okay, fine, let's see, we can start something.
Right. No, that's good. Because even in this podcast, we are trying to promote and respect men who are...
Yeah, that's very important, because you know, for next whole month, everyone is going to talk about women, yeah. Right?
Nobody even realizes when is International Men's Day. It comes in November.
It went actually already. I mean,
but
that's what I'm saying.
Nobody celebrates that.
I think we should conduct a series for the men who are behind the...
Yes, exactly. No, that's right. Because a woman also is incomplete without a man. No? Unless he respects her own decisions, put her
without
without a supporting partner.
You can't achieve great heights.
Right. So I think this is finished. So let's talk about your company, about you in specific. What made you start up, Corefactors? When was the idea started? Just a storyline behind how Corefactors started.
See, the journey as a Corefactors, it started before almost 11 years. Okay. So immediately, being in masters in computer science, like you always wanted to do something in product. Right? I was a coder before Corefactors. So you wanted to build a product company. But building a product company is not that easy. So that's how, like, after coming to Bangalore, we were brainstorming, and that's how I met my co-founder Vimal also, by a mutual friend. And we just thought initially we will start with the services. Services means it's like a SMS marketing, email marketing. Maybe we will do something on that front, and slowly we will see how the market is and how the things is going on, and accordingly we will see like where we can build a product. But I just wanted to mention, when we started this also, we were very sure that we are going to do something in sales and marketing space that time itself. But it took some time for us, because we are freshers and we just started, and maybe with very little experience before this. We just started. It took some time for us to understand what is the industry, how does it work, and what kind of customers we are going to cater to. Right. And then we started building the product after that. Actually, after working with 100 customers in this SMS and email marketing, we did a decent revenue. 2018-19, we almost did in 1 million ARR. Like, and sidelines, we were building the product also. But it's not like the pace we expected. So when you are starting something, you will think like, okay, in next 2-3 years I'll be here. But actually the reality is different. When we are working, we know a lot of things. And the first time I'm hearing the word SEO. when I started the startup, and maybe after 2-3 months or maybe 6 months only, I realized the importance of website. You need to have an SEO and all those things. So it took really lot of time for us to understand all the things. And the team who joined us, the first 5-6 members, are also like freshers. They are also not having a prior experience or something like that. So it took some time for us to learn and do mistake, and then so that's the thing. But yeah, so we almost took 3-4 years to build the product. The first as a product company, we went live on 2019 only. It is an integrated sales and marketing platform. But this time, within 9 months, I think we understood it's very crowded market, that product segment, because there were a lot of CRMs in the world, and why the world need another CRM is the biggest question mark we had that time. So then we thought, okay, now we are realized the mistake again, and it's a very long journey for us. Again we went back to the board, and we started working. COVID stuck, we had just wanted to sustain. So the sustainability is very, very important for us that time. And yes, and that's how we really pivoted ourselves as a RevOps platform, because RevOps is really a thing in North America. It's doing well. It started. I think it's going to be great for us, and if we are getting into that segment, it is basically you can consider, for a layman term, if I wanted to talk about, it's a layer on top of CRM. Okay, that's the thing. So yeah, from 2022 now, in 2 years we have achieved 4x revenue growth. 220 plus customers are using our product daily. Almost 3,000 plus users are logging into our product daily. And yes, we are looking forward for the excited journey ahead.
Got it. So I think Corefactors ka journey, so you have told me very well in detail. So I want to understand, like when you build the product, when you had the idea, when you had at least a MVP ready, how did you approach the first few employees to come and join you? Because again, employees really like to work in a structured setup, and startups may getting the retention also of the employees is very difficult.
It's referral.
So it's
referral. So basically, me and my co-founder, fortunately we had a good friend circle in both the sides, right? So it's via our friends. We just said it's a word of mouth. Basically that time LinkedIn was not that. We were not. We were. I think Naukri was there. But still, it's via friends of friends. We get resumes, and that too we were like. It's like initially when we were building Corefactors, we started in a 1 BHK flat. Our office is in 1 BHK flat.
So you used to call employees in 1 BHK flat initially?
Yeah, we were there only. It was like a very small setup where we had chairs, tables. We used to prepare our teas, coffees, and it was like a very.
That's the startup culture.
It's like a lot of fun. You have a lot of fun because you are also a fresher. It's not like they are only freshers. You also have a little knowledge, and you learn, do mistakes, and it is like a lot of fun. And we used to cook also sometimes. If it is getting late, we cook, and it's a lot of fun. I still love those days actually. First 2-3 years was like really amazing. You don't get that seriousness also. You were in the early 20s and 25, till that age, you can explore a lot. You don't want to worry about a lot of things actually. Yeah. Yes.
No, I agree. Because Bangalore, when you come, because I also when first time came to Bangalore, so I joined this company where this one person had a flat, again like you said, 1 BHK, and then he called me there as an officer. I was shocked because there was a huge cultural gap. I come from Delhi, come to Bangalore, and then they are inviting me to their homes, and this is the office. So for me also it was like big culture.
That's how even I remember my house owner said you should not put a board and all outside. It's a residential area. I agreed. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I think I paid a rent of 5,000. First rent was like 5,000. Like I paid. Now you think what is the gap? Like it's huge, right? It was like a close friends working together, having fun. It's like that.
So how has your journey been till here? Like, have you invented new services also in that manner? Like, obviously you're a product company.
Yeah, obviously. Now see, we started the journey with the vision of product company. But but initially it was tough. We don't have that much money also, right?
So you're bootstrapped.
Initially we were bootstrapped only. Till 2018 we were completely bootstrapped. We don't have this thing. Only the services money we will invest in. Whatever we are getting profit, we again invest there only. Like whatever, apart from our salaries, we invest whatever we are getting it. And over a point of time, we understood okay, this is not a I mean, you can't play like this. You have to be a little serious. And the seriousness came when the reality hit hard on 2019. Actually, that's when the time, okay, the product is not gonna work. Means that it is very crowded. You can't scale that you are expecting to scale, right? That time it was like a hard reality we have to accept, and we thought like what to do now, like whether we have to go ahead or we will just be in the comfort zone, because we have started again from zero, scrapping all the around 7 crore revenue, and we started again from zero in 2019. So that was really a big decision we have taken, because you said no to a lot of clients. And but I have to thank customers also, because a lot of customers who were with us on this SMS email marketing journey, they were the ones who became the first customers for our product. So that is MVP done very easily.
Yeah,
It's
right.
not like we have
Because they
struggled
know
a
how you
lot.
work, yeah.
It is with our existing customers. We lost, I can say, I still remember with one of the client, we said no to a client who was giving us around 30 lakh MRR that time. Because it was SMS.
Huge decision, bad
You-
decision.
it was very huge decisions, because lot of people ask like, it's been almost 11 years, you have not seen that much growth. It's true. I'm not denying it, because if I would have continued with that service business today, I would have done like, I mean, obviously at least 5 million, 6 million ARR we would have done. More than that also, I'm not sure. But we again started from zero, right? So it's okay, fine. Like life has to, I mean, you can learn a lot of lessons. I mean, it's all about learning, but it's a good decision we have taken, because in service you have very less margins. That is the main reason we have to shift it to the product. But yes, fine, COVID has given us a lot of good things. I can say COVID, I mean, obviously people suffered a lot, but a good thing for us is that we went slow. We reduced the team size, and we went slow. We went back to the board, and it has given us a lot of learnings. We had our own time. And again now RevOps is like, yes, no looking back from now, like it's a growth path from now. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I think interesting. I think we are already running short of time, so we'll just quickly wrap it up. Since we know about what you have done, how your journey has been. Obviously, I wanted to ask a lot more questions about what happened when you saw your bank account and you saw that, oh, we are so short of it. Because again, you're bootstrapped, so that thing happens when you see your bank account and you're like shocked again. So you got funded.
Yeah, we got a funding on 2018-19, around a crore, okay. But that helped us obviously, yes, during the tough COVID times. I'm not denying it. But bank account, seeing the bank account and founder getting that is very very common, right? You can't be a startup founder, or you can't run a company if you are getting scared of that. See, all
No, because you are a first-time founder. No, first-time founders usually do not get used to this kind of situation, because you were getting a good salary obviously before starting Corefactors. You were on a very good relaxed manner also, but
Yeah,
then every month you have to pay salary, and then your bank account says that it's so that it's a scary situation actually.
it's scary situation now also na? Like every month it's a, you should have a proper runway, you should have a proper plan, the strategy has to be there, like how you are going to pay salaries, you should have a proper payment cycle. But in Indian perspective, that differs a lot. Like the corporate have a 45-60 days payment cycle, you have to be used to it. So basically it's an operational, it's an operations, right? So you have to be, if you are running a business in India, anyone, it can be any segment, operationally you have to be very good, because that is the only thing which is going to help you. Because here the clients payments will be always be delayed. It's some clients are they are good, some clients it's like you have to understand, and you can't say no to them also, because they are a corporate and you need money, right? It's like that.
No, I agree. I think we'll close this with the last question. Any advice that you would like to give to a young woman founder? Probably if the conditions are hostile, at home also conditions are hostile, maybe her partner also is not that supportive. Anything that you would like to give her? How can she maintain that strength in her and then go out and venture her own? Because again, one life, your own dreams, you cannot always shatter. I think this movie nowadays misses you.
Misses, yeah.
Like getting.
I think it's a remake of Great Indian Kitchen, right? Like, yeah. See, as a woman or a man, I'm not seeing the gender gap, but women especially, you need a supportive family if you wanted to start something on your own. If you're going for a job, that is a different scenario. Like most of us are working now, so that is fine. Like everyone will say yes, right? But if you wanted to start something on your own and your family is not that supportive, and everyone is saying, "Arey, why, yaar? Like you have a good job in the corporate, relax, chill on the weekend," and the family is not supportive, and friends are also saying it's a risk you're taking.
You have a good husband, he's earning nice.
Yeah, you can chill out now. Like, why you wanted to do something on your own? But one thing I would say, like, if your idea is good, and first do a research. First thing you have to do is that first do a proper research on the problem statement that you're gonna solve is big enough, right? If that problem statement is big enough, that's a first tick mark that you are convincing yourself first. Okay, this is the problem statement, and this is the target segment. My target segment is big enough that I will get a client, right? And second thing is that, like, the risk appetite, because if you are already working somewhere, you must be having some backup money or something like that for you to take this. Obviously, when you're starting up, you can't start up with zero in the pocket, right? You should have something. So what is the risk I can take. For example, if something is working out, it is well and good. If something is not working out, what is the risk appetite? Whether I can go till here, till here, till here. That risk it has to be there. Because if you are a person who is like having an fear of like, oh, what I'm gonna do next, you can't run. You should have that. Okay, you should be a little brave also. Okay, this is my risk appetite. And third thing is that very, very important, you have to have that perseverance. Okay, whatever happen, anything can happen, right? Maybe 1 month will be too good. Initially, first 6 months will be really shaky, and later that it will be good. So you should not hear the outside noises. It's only your passion. You have decided to come here because your passion, you wanted to do something good, and you need to have your identity on your own. That's how you have this particular idea, and your idea is also good. That is having a segment. So then this give up attitude, the perseverance, you should have a perseverance here, because I strongly believe sometimes it's like a cricket. Sometimes you will be in form, you play really well. Sometimes like you are not in form, your graph will be like this. But you should not leave you can't leave the cricket, right? Similarly, you can't leave it, because you have a target segment, you have a market. So don't give up very easily. Like, you fight for it, right? Because my journey, if you see, it's almost 11 years. In this 11 years in COVID, in 2019 itself, my parents, my friends, my well-wishers said, it's an end. You have to now see what's the other option. But something in my, something I felt is that, like, no. I have not achieved what I wanted to achieve. It's very early to call out it's an end. Let me again restart fresh. Start from the zero. Like, you have to be strong enough, and the people surrounding you, at least you should have some very close friends or well-wishers who are like supporting you mentally, because it's all about a mental game. It's not like something, it will drain you a lot day in and day out. So you need a well-wishers who say like, hey, come on, yaar, you can do it. That's the attitude you need. Like, I think you should, if you don't have these support now, it's better you don't start. You need someone to support you mentally. Like, you need that, maybe a co-founder, or maybe your friends. You have a strong mentors, well-wishers who support you in your difficult.
And believe in your vision also.
Yeah, they should believe. If they are not believing, and it's only you in this entire journey, it's going to be really tough. Then it's better you don't start, or else you can be part of some startup who have their vision. You can be part of building something, right? In that way, you can say, like, you can give your best also. That's the thing, way out.
Yeah, right. No, 100%. So I think, thank you so much for your time, Sharmila.
Thank you,
for
Madhu.
giving time, speaking about your journey, speaking about Corefactors, listening to us patiently, giving the rapid fire question answers. So I think it was really nice having you here, and I hope to, talk to you again in future once Corefactor reaches an X amount of ARR after maybe 5 years.
I have one question for you, actually. So, You are asking me questions till now.
Please go ahead.
So what made you to start this brand? Start this journey?
See, for me again, I was also working full time as a employee. But then for me again, that drive plus a very supporting partner, where he told me that okay, we have now shifted to Bangalore. There is no family with us. There is no person who would want you or expect you to fulfill some household responsibilities. So just go ahead, do whatever you want, and I'm there for you. So that is where this decision actually just came out of the blue. I was not prepared for even starting a startup also. I came here for working only as a employee in a startup. I did not knew that I would actually make a startup of my own. So that was one thing. But when he also supported, I saw the opportunity in the market that people are actually asking for content, the SEO, the lead generation services that we offer. So then I realized that let's start something. Again, we are a very small kid in the market, still trying to figure out.
I mean, everyone starts small. Yeah, it's absolutely fine.
So that way, I think supporting partner is what I would say.
So how you are liking it?
Loving it.
Loving it.
I'm loving the hustle. I'm loving the struggles, but I'm hopeful again that things would work out fine because
Yes, the end of the day, you should feel okay. I have done something.
I have
good.
done something. Yeah. Just want to add value to this, universe with
That's
a
it.
small thing that I can solve a problem that means. So I think thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Mahima.
Sharmila.
Thank you. It's
so
I mean
much.
amazing talking with you today.
Same
Thank you
here.
so much.